So it is Saturday, August 27th, 2011 at 2:23 p.m. and I want to show you some HAARP type flashes that occurred earlier this morning. They're up here between Washington, D.C. and New York, and I'm at the ElDoradoCountyWeather.com. The time of the flash is at 9:04 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and I can show you that in I couldn't figure out how to make this stop looping. I took a screenshot, and you can see at 9:04 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, that's when this flash occurs. And I also did a close-up of it. Right here. I just zoomed in is what I did on that image, so it's kind of a little bit blurry, but hopefully you can see it better. It touches Washington, D.C. here, comes around Virginia out into the ocean. Oh, I just noticed this. Right here you can see like little smatterings going on. It came up by New York City and even north of New York City. So I'll bring you back to the looping. Some of these radar runs I showed you last night, but we have even more happening this morning, and it kind of looks like, if you follow them, that they're headed towards Washington, D.C. Glasgow and Irene here lights up, Minneapolis. And then also there's an interesting cloud coming down here. It's like radiating out, or it looks like it's radiating from up above. It headed towards this direction. I also want to show you some things that I found in the satellite image. We're still at the ElDoradoCountyWeather.com. We're looking at the United States Zoom radar and satellite, and I've got the time stopped at 4:53 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. What I wanted to point out was, of course, this is Cape Cod right here. I wanted to point out these three little clouds that look like they're in reverse. I mean, the shadows, they look like they're hole punched, because like this cloud looks like it's going up, but these are not the same. And if I go forward a frame to 5:30, you can kind of see little indentions here. Let me go back to, I'm not sure if these are the same place or not. Let's look. No, they've moved up. If it is the three, they've moved up. I'm going to toggle back and forth here. I'm going to go forward one more frame to 7:16 a.m. and now you can see these definitely look like indentions in the cloud, and almost a triangular shape also. I'm going to toggle between the three. Now what's really interesting is you can see down here this little overview map, and this part of the country is dark because the daylight has not come yet, and so we're now looking at the hurricane, and we're zoomed into this area right here. So right now we're at 5:30 a.m., but if I go forward to 7:16, 7:46, but now we're at 8:39, but the image has not changed. So I go to 8:53, still no change. 9:17, no change. But yet we're getting changes down here. So I'm going to run a loop, and you'll see that this freezes up the east coast while the west coast is looping. So either they chose not to take readings of this, or they've been deleted, or I don't know, but it stalls and the time of interest, of course, was 9:04 Eastern Daylight Time, and we're not getting any images after, let's see, 8:39 is the last image we get. So I'm going to go ahead and loop it through. And then watch down here how this side stops and this side continues. So they've got imagery of the west coast but not the east coast, which makes no sense with Hurricane Irene being over there. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out while we're here. Hopefully it won't take too long to load. There's our 3 dots here. Yeah, there's the 3 dots. And even being zoomed out, the east coast freezes while the west coast continues the loop. I'm going to zoom out one more time. Here's Washington, D.C. right here. There's our 3 dots right there. And again, we've got the east coast freezing up while the west coast continues through the loop, meaning there's no frames. And I can zoom out one more time. Maybe I can. There we go. Here's the cutoff, it looks like, at the radar right here. And you can see over here on the very edge that this continues on while this stops. So God bless you. May He be with you in the storm, and I'll report more things as I find them. God bless you.